In this video I will be explaining how this build works from the short you are seeing, how you yourselves can build this, and suggesting additional elements that can help this build. First up I will explain the abilities and their functions. Pull is a really simple ability, it's quite on the nose here. It however does not work on overguarded units, but strip the guard and everyone will come flying towards you. It's a great ability to crowd control, but in many lower level missions the damage of this pull will rinse them. Now magnetize pulls close by unguarded units in. All bullets that they fire will end up swirling until it hits something. The same thing can be said about your projectiles, as if they come close to the bubble, they will get pulled in. And if nobody is within this bubble, the accumulated bullets will end up exploding and dealing as much as you put in. Now we have a juicy ability that strips armor of enemy types like Grineer and Corrupting. It seems to strip 33% or so, since I need to cast this ability 3 times to fully strip them, though it's not fully necessary. When this ability is cast it drops these blue thingy majigs which look pretty and deal a bit of slash status when in contact with enemies. For this ability it's best to show the whole build put together. And for that we need stronger units. Marked for Death highlights one enemy unit and a portion of that damage is given to those around it, which is very strong as a room clearer modded right. With this build we want these fellas to be as vulnerable as possible, the less armor the better, so we can squeeze the maximum amount of damage as possible into them. Let's try that with prep time. As we see, this build can indeed be very devastating to any crowd of enemies. For the build we will be wanting quite a bit of strength, so the Marked for Death ability has 150% damage increase. So for this we will use Umbral Intensify, Blind Rage and Transient Fortitude. We want Transient Fortitude as well for the duration decrease, because the magnetized bombs will go off sooner and spread more damage. We now can squeeze in even more strength by adding Growing Power as the aura mod. Now when it comes to range we will be using Augur Reach and Stretch, so all our abilities can reach further, and especially MFD can room clear. Also Cunning Drift in the Exilus mod doesn't hurt at all. When it comes to this kind of build where abilities are spammed pretty much consistently, it's important to have the facilities to back that up, so I equipped Equilibrium and Prime Flow with Arcane Energize to top it all off. Now we need something to put in the second Arcane slot, and I chose Arcane Rage as it's going to buff our primary by quite a bit. Moving on to the main weapon of choice, the Basicist. With this gun we want a high status chance, so we are using Growing Power properly, and the alt fire is quite good at that, and it has quite the payload with the regular fire, so we are activating Arcane Rage with it nearly not missing a headshot, especially with Magnetize where it hits the body and the Basicist lobs such a big projectile it's hard not to benefit. On the secondary weapon I'm not going to suggest anything swell as the melee, but I would use Secondary Fortifier so we increase the survivability of the build. These are the configs of the Mag and Bassa CST for you to copy and paste. If you do have any improvements for me, please do indulge me in knowing.